Aqua gang gang, you already know what it is. It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general love message for my Aquarius soul family. Hope you guys are doing super fantastic. What it do? Click that like button, y'all, and the subscribe button if you're new here. Welcome. Take a look around. I do upload for you guys quite often, so you may want to go ahead and click that notification bell as well. All right, give us exactly what we need to know. This is going to be for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Guys, this is a twin flame message, okay? Could be an extremely strong soulmate connection as well, however. But I do feel like twin flames screaming at me. So this should be interesting. The energies that have been surrounding me for the last couple of days, very, very interesting energy. I'm just going to say that. The energies have been extremely overwhelming, if I can just try and find a word, even though there's no word to describe it, right? We do have a bit of a pre-shuffle message here, so I'll dig into that first, and then we will go ahead and get into our initial read. Now, if you watched the video that I posted prior to this, we were outside, we were in nature. I felt the need to go into a more grounded type of energy. That was a new love message. And I do feel like a lot of you may be on a journey to moving away from this connection if you resonate with this message, right? Let me also say as a disclaimer, these messages are general, right? So just take what resonates and leave the rest for who it's for. There may be things in here that are for you. There may be things in here that are not for you, right? So just kind of keep an open mind when it comes to tarot, as tarot is fluid, guys, okay? So as we were outside, I do feel like I said, a lot of you are moving away from the energies of this connection and doing your very best to kind of get that momentum flowing into the next cycle away from this. This has been extremely overwhelming and very powerful, to say the least. Twin flame connections, as I always state, are not to be glamorized. I do not like to glamorize them. They can be some of the most difficult connections to try and navigate through, as they are so very confusing, yet so action-packed with lots of emotion. And for an Aquarius, that is a deal breaker. Like, all of these energies, all of these emotions, it's not that we don't have emotions. I say we because I'm an Aquarius as well, right? It's not that we don't have them. It's just that we rather use those emotions to, better suit more logical experiences. This seems very illogical, okay? We are analytical beings, and the shit needs to make sense. And the fact that this shit do not make sense, and it's full of just energies or emotions that you may not have been ready for, is, just taking things to a whole nother level, right? Now, here's the thing, guys. This twin flame message does feel a little bit different than any of the other ones that I've ever done for us. And it is because I do feel like this particular twin, the one who is not awakened yet, the one who is not here with us at this moment, energetically, yes, physically, no, right? This is not a very spiritual person. This is not someone who meditates. This is not someone who even believes in spirituality for some of you. Yet here we are. I feel like this person is being forced to sit in a space to realize the connectivity between the two of you. This is somebody who was actively running away from this connection. This connection was way too much for this person. They may have used tactics to try and push you away or push this connection away. Of course, those tactics did not work to their advantage. The forcement, though, is a meeting between the minds. I feel like this person is definitely being visited by spirit through dream and 5D sort of telepathic messages, okay? This is definitely taking this person for a loop. They are extremely nervous, scared. For some of you, this person is extremely scared, panicking almost, because, as I stated, this does not feel like an individual who typically goes towards a higher power or the divine for messages or intuition. They completely ignore the intuition. They don't even know it exists, right? They laugh at people who believe in a higher power. They laugh at people who believe in intuitive and messages and synchronicities, etc., right? Kind of make fun of that type of thing and think that, people like that are just, Looney Tunes, okay? Looney bins. Yet here they are being forced to see that that is not something outside of themselves, okay? They are also spiritual beings. We all are, but I feel like this person actively ignored that. It's a shadow that this person has dealt with for quite some time. Now, the reality of things now to this person is definitely awe-striking, for lack of a better word. there was a extremely overwhelming discardment here. Whoever was discarded, whether it be you or them, it could be mirrored. Okay, it could be that this person discarded you in certain ways in this connection. They could have ghosted you. They could have definitely invalidated you, treated you like, you know, crap. Okay, while you were giving them the best parts of yourself, they were giving you their ass to kiss. Okay, for lack of a better phrase. It does feel like the roles are reversing if that is you. Yeah. I believe that this person never really gets held accountable, okay, from the people in their life. Not even their parents, right? Nobody holds this person accountable. They don't really have to answer for their transgressions. They don't really have to answer for their bad behavior. They don't have to answer for the things that they do, their decisions. They never really had to sit in a space of cause and effect, right? The shit that they've caused, the havoc that they have wreaked in people's lives and chaos that they have created, they never really had to sit in a space of the effects of that, of those behaviors, right? They're always able to just bounce over to the next situation. Not now. And it's not that they willingly want to be here, right? This person does not willingly want to be here. They've tried to get away from this energy on numerous occasions, as have you. Okay, the both of you are battling with trying to separate yourselves from this energy, separate yourselves from this overwhelming amount of, you know, sadness, grief, you know, disappointment, just taking an L. For some of you, you may have felt like this was a major L, this relationship, this connection. Do not beat yourself up for actively participating in this, is what I'm being told to say. Because it had to happen this way, right? Everything is divinely guided, of course, but most importantly, there are lessons that the both of you had to get out of this before you can move beyond this energy, right? Regardless of if you want union with your twin or not, or this soulmate or not, there is a lesson that has to be learned before spirit is willing to disconnect you from the energy. That's why it's here. Damn. So we will look into that for those of you who are desperately trying to get away from this shit. But for now, let's focus on what they're telling me to say. They're like, girl, do not go off on a tangent. Y'all know I can run my mouth. All right, these videos be getting over an hour long. Y'all like, girl, we got time. Today we got time. All right, so I feel like your form of holding this person accountable is definitely what is bringing them to this breaking point, okay? They are trying so desperately to get away from this. Even if the two of you are not engaging, like, having conversations, seeing one another, still in contact with one another, you know, following each other on social media, etc. Even if the two of you have completely disengaged from one another in the physical sense, they cannot get away from you. They are trying. You are trying as well. So that is definitely a very mirrored sort of energy for the two of you. Now, I say all that to say this. I'm about to go off on a little tangent. They are telling me to say this, right? If you watched my last video, we were out in nature, as I was beginning to say, and the bees, guys, when I tell you there wasn't a bee in sight when I arrived and set our you know, our energies up, set our cards up, set up our set to get ready to record, there was nothing out there, right? So I felt like it was a beautiful opportunity for us to kind of get a little bit of grounded energy, and I just felt really compelled to be out there. No less than 10 minutes after I began a read, and forget about when I started doing Pisces read, right? I did you all's read first, and then I went on to do Pisces. I was surrounded by bees. I was like, there's no way. If there was a nest where we were located, then those bees would have been very visible to me as I came into the space, and I would have made a beeline out that bitch. You understand? Okay, I would never even tried it. So it definitely was a signifier to me that they were gravitating towards my energy, gravitating towards what I was trying to accomplish that day. Guys, it is no lie when I tell you, every single day since then, that was about 3 to 4 days ago, every single day since then, anytime I leave the house, they're there. I was just like, wait a minute, wait. It's not a swarm like it was when I was recording for you guys, but it's definitely 3 or more. They just find me. They gravitate towards me. I did yoga outside with my sister. I'm looking up as I'm doing the yoga. I'm in the, you know, downward dog or whatever those positions are. I'm not a yoga head. There they are as I'm looking up at the sky, right? Trying to do yoga outside. I like being outdoors more often these days. I don't know what that's about. I just feel gravitated to do more things outdoors, right? Just to feel more grounded and be in the divine space. So I say all that to say this. The signifier for bees can be a lot of things, many of things, right? But for today's message, because I did see them as I was going out to get my coffee this morning, they follow me, they live around me now, right? It's certainly a signifier of messages from the divine, or messages that the divine is trying to actively get out, right? Now, if you have been following my channel for any number of, you know, months, weeks, days, then you know that I do get very divinely guided messages, okay? I am not a psychic, I am an intuitive, but they do speak straight and directly through me, okay? I do believe that. And based on your comments, it is true, guys. It's not a lie. However, the messages trying to come out at this juncture seem extremely relevant and sort of critical to a breaking point of expansion and growth. So this is for those of you who either feel like very, very stagnant, like nothing is going on, like you cannot get away from certain energies or certain cycles or certain feelings. A lot of you, it is directly in relation to this journey and this connection. I'm definitely sending you love and light if that is your story, because that is some hard shit to go through, guys. Very, very difficult. Very difficult to stay optimistic and look towards the future and still have goals, still want to eat, sleep, shit, you know, shop, you know, whatever things made you happy before just no longer do it for you, right? It seems like you have completely changed. This connection has completely changed you. You're not the same person anymore, right? You no longer have the same desires, the same wants, the same zest or zeal for life. That is getting ready to change, you guys. And I do mean in a blink of an eye. So please be prepared for that. It feels like a very, very swift change, okay? For the both of you, major changes. Theirs definitely feels like a swift kick in the ass from reality, from spirit, from a spiritual awakening, okay? Could even be dark night of the soul for a lot of them. They cannot sleep, all right? They've been having nightmares. The nightmares definitely consist of you. You have consistently been showing up in this person's dreams, in their thoughts, their daydreams. It is a very consistent energy of spirit trying to bring this person to a realization of what they've done in this connection, okay? Now, the way that this person actively discarded you in this connection, it could be literally them throwing you away, like I said, ghosting you, treating you very, very improper, right? Treating you like shit. That's what that means, guys. I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep myself cool. I'm trying to keep myself calm, right? Discardment can happen in a number of ways, okay? So you know the way in which you felt discarded in this relationship. This person is actively being forced to look at that, okay? This is the type of person, when they do some bullshit, when they fuck a person over, when they, you know, really stick someone in the back, they don't think about it anymore. They actively force themselves to not see it, not think about it, not even think twice about it, right? That's why they have been able to go along this way for so long, you know? But baby, when it came to you, when it got to you, they had the right one, okay? And by the right one, I mean the wrong one, motherfucker. You messed with the wrong one. However, I do believe that this is somebody who's actively trying to figure out how to change this energy, how to get themselves out of this. They do feel entrapped and wrapped. They are panicking, extremely scared, you guys, okay? That is nothing to sneeze at. I am not over exaggerating this shit at all. You were never good enough for this person, or at least they made you feel like that, even though you were giving them every fucking thing and they weren't giving you shit. Or they may have been giving you shit. I'm just saying, you choose. Pick your poison when it comes to this. There's definitely a plan set in place here, you guys, okay? There's lots of notoriety getting ready to come your way. I don't know what you do as a career or what you do for a living or what you're getting ready to delve into as a hobby that's really going to be astronomically expansive for you. Whatever it is, there's a lesson in this that has to be learned. It could even be a blockage that has to be looked at, a shadow that has to be approached, you know, some inner work or inner trauma that has to be released, there is some work to be done here, you guys. Even if you felt like you've done all the work, there's still a missing part here for the both of you. Now, this person that you're dealing with, they have a whole lot of shit to get done. Okay, I'm talking about you. Okay, I'm worried about you. But baby, if you get that shit done, when I tell you this next cycle is really going to change the game. It's going to change the fucking game for you. Believe me when I say that. So we have, it is safe for you to love. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And that is this person's issue. They do not do well with reciprocation. They do not well with giving and receiving, right? This is somebody who doesn't believe what they give, they should receive, right? As I just stated, they fuck people over and never think twice about it. They never even had to look at it before. They never even had to deal with it before. I believe that a lot of you make this person sit in a space or try to make this person sit in a space to be accountable for what they did to you or for how they have brought this connection to a demise or what their position or their accountability should have been in this. And they, again, gave you their ass to kiss, right? Very painful shit because you had to choose yourself, even though for some of you, you did not want to choose yourself. Don't lie, right? I'm not saying all, but for a great majority of you, that was very difficult, okay? These connections do have that effect. Could have been anybody else. They would have been got cut the fuck off, okay? Period. That's just how you roll. So this is a very, very different energy for you to have been in, to be picking someone who is actively treating you very poorly, yet still finding grace to look at this connection as if it was worth it. Definitely twin flame for a lot of you. Some of you have very strong soulmate connection, okay? Could be karmic. It says, yes, this is your soulmate. So it's not a lie. This is a very, very strong soulmate connection. Karmic, for sure. For sure. Twin flame for a great majority of you. Let me know which group you are in down in the comments, okay? Just put either soulmate or twin flame. I'm very curious to know, okay? If you resonate with this message, of course. Throwing this connection out hurt you more than you feel like it hurt this person, right? I'm hearing a song, I think it's by The Fray. I don't know. Pieces? What's the name of the song, right? I don't know. I think the lyric is, let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I think the lyric is, a broken heart doesn't break even, right? It doesn't break evenly. Somebody is always hurt more than the other one. And you very much so feel like you were the one who was hurt more, even though you were the one who had to end this shit. It hurts you more to have to end it. That's possibly why you stayed around so long. You knew you knew that discarding this person, throwing this person away was going to hurt you more. And they definitely gave off the energy of not caring at all. That has completely changed. Completely. They're being forced, you guys, like I said, energetically, through the 5D, telepathically, through all of that, by spirit. They're being visited. And it is scaring them a lot because you may have even spoken to this person very spiritually or about the connection, how you felt like it was outside of any other connection that you've ever experienced, that it was like a past life connection, right? That it was something way deeper than we're just boyfriend and girlfriend. We're just kicking it. We're just F buddies. We're just, you know, because I feel like this person never quite gave you what you gave them. However, the strength of this connection made you believe that that was okay for a time. You don't believe that anymore. But you were trying to avoid taking this L for quite some time. You're no longer there. I feel like all of these energies are definitely flipping in the reverse, but there's still something here that you have to realize. Oh, hello. Now here's the thing, right? We can say all day that it's very easy to set active boundaries for people. It seems like a no-brainer, right? We really think about it, but that can be extremely difficult for certain individuals who naturally are loyal, naturally are giving, naturally are humanitarians, naturally, because you have the bag, you don't mind sharing the bag, but the bag is not for everybody, okay? People have to actively be willing to help themselves before you help them. Okay, that's just one example, but there are numerous examples of boundaries being crossed, tap dance on, block parties on, you know what I'm saying, club going up and it's stuck. People are just really wreaking havoc, running amok on these boundaries, you guys, okay? That can no longer be the case. Now, I'm not saying that this person is coming back around, even though I definitely feel very strongly they're going to feel an extremely strong pull to contact you, to try and engage with you, to see you in person, to apologize. For some of you, depending on how long it's been and how much they have listened to spirit in reference to why they are going through this tumultuous energy, nothing is working out for this person right now. And you keep showing the fuck up. And it's just like, wait, what is happening, right? This is not what they know to be life. This person definitely feels like their boundaries are also being shattered on. I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at you. Yeah, they do. Because they would much rather, even though they treated you like shit, they would much rather just not look at it, not have to deal with it, not have to face it, not have to, yeah, it's done and it's finished, right? And just keep it moving. That's this type of energy that we're dealing with. And they are not able to do that at this juncture because they got the right one this time. And by the right one, we mean the wrong fucking one. There is no I'm sorry, spirit, please give me another chance. Please just get Aquarius out of my mind, get them out of my dreams, you know, get this shit away from me. No, they definitely are in a position where they have to prove some shit at this point. Now, this is not a person who has ever had to do that before, ever. Like ever, guys. There was a betrayal for some of you, not all of you. I'm just feeling the need to say this intuitively. I'm getting lots of storylines here, guys. So as I always say, just take what resonates and leave the rest. Everything is coming at me very, very fast, okay? I'll get to this in a minute. Oh, really? Oh, really? What gave you this idea, genius? The betrayal that I was going to speak about, I'll get to this in a minute. There was a huge betrayal. Bamboozlement. Hoodwinking. Okay? Jedi mind trick. Optical illusions. Definitely feels like the energy of somebody who portrayed energy to make you feel safe enough to let down your guards. And as an Aquarius, that makes a lot of sense, as people do not gain access to you very quickly. And I do mean access to nothing, motherfucker, not even a conversation. You'll listen to people and actively just not give a fuck right in front of their face, okay? Mid-sentence, like just, you know, it's a very, or, meh, you know, your energy definitely plays on what people show you, and you give the same energy back, right? This person's way of proving, if this is your portion of the storyline, was definitely fraudulent, fake. And if that is your storyline, just that portion, guys, if that's you, whew, the wrath that this person is getting ready to feel from the divine is going to be swift and fierce. They're going to feel a whole lot more than this shit right here. This shit right here, they're going to feel a whole lot more than this shit, okay? What the two of you could have had, what the two of you actually had, which is everything that you built with this motherfucker, everything that you built it on your back, you built it by yourself. They feel extremely less than smart to have fumbled this bag like they did, right? We don't have to just mean monetarily. This is a lot of resources that you possessed, okay? There may have even been some of them who tried to use reverse psychology, right? Almost act as if what you were giving was lackluster, you know? Run of the mill. Come a dime a dozen, you know? If you leave, the next one will be here in 5 minutes. That type of energy, right? They definitely did not play that very smart. That has come back to bite them for sure. So you may feel extremely reckless in the way that you have portrayed yourself in this connection. Your boundaries were most certainly tested, and I feel like you actively gave this person access to tap dance all over your fucking boundaries on numerous occasions, you guys, okay? Oh, but no more. No more. Okay? Even though the want and the will is there, I don't believe that spirit will give this person access to you again, even though they will fight tooth and nail to try to have access to you once more. It says develop healthy boundaries to make sure you are emotionally and mentally stable. It is okay to say what? No. That word is okay. In more ways than one. It actually needs to become a staple in your vocabulary. You need to be saying no to everything. 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 Okay? Everything. Especially the past. There is nothing there for you. Okay? Everything that I felt in reference to the expansive energy moving forward is up there. There ain't shit back there where you left. What you left behind is just that. Ashes. There's nothing there, guys. Okay? Wow. Their intentions. Well, that makes absolute sense now, doesn't it? Because they are definitely on the losing team right now. This person doesn't take L's. They expect the people that they encounter to take all of the losses and they win. Period. That's what they do. They're a winner, not a loser. So their intentions are most certainly to get back on the winning team, to get back on the winning side, to win your good graces over so that they can regain access, to at least win at the, what's the word that you're trying to use here, Spirit? They want to win in reference to removing this energy from them completely. This is energy that they have called on energetically and spiritually that they had no idea that they were. Everything is energetic and everything has a frequency and a vibration. And the vibrations of this person has actively called on this dark night of the soul, and they are desperately, okay, obsessively trying to plan a way out of this shit and once again be winning. But that will never happen. That is not going to happen for them. I just don't feel it. I will double check though. I'll double check for you, ma'am, sir, breast sis, your little stupid ass. I'll look, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna let you know. Don't get your hopes up, okay, dummy? Don't. I'm going over to the extended. I can't. I'm definitely gonna dig in, you guys. I want to see what habits this person is going to continue to have, even though they are actively being forced to make some really relevant changes, okay? I also want to see what karma is approaching this person for their past transgressions. Let's take a look and see what their next steps are going to be. That's going to be very important for you so that you can be prepared, okay? I do have an idea that for some of you, they are planning a return, okay? Also, I want to see what the best possible outcome of all of this would be. Whether you decide to re-engage with this person or not, there is no judgment, especially when it comes to twin flame. We don't do that here, okay? Let's go ahead and see what subconscious shadows you have internally that may still affect the outcome of things here, all right? That's going to be very important as well for the momentum and movement towards this big expansion that I feel coming in this next cycle. Let's also see how you can best prepare yourself to become and remain invisible to all toxicity, and so that things that come into your life will serve you rather than you serving it. Makes sense? We need to flip that. Let's also see if there are any warnings from Spirit to look out for in this next cycle. We will then get into a new love message, which will be concentrated and sort of directed straight towards your divine counterpart, because I feel like that's a trajectory for most of you, is union with your divine counterpart, your person. Let's see, what will they be like? Okay, I definitely want to dig in and let's spy a little bit. Let's see what you can have to look forward to. Let's see what their best characteristics are. What will they look like? And what signs will the two of you be given to recognize one another? We can also take a look at Spirit's focus advice in reference to how to speed up momentum towards this person, and what they suggest you focus on to speed up momentum towards your true divine fulfillment and happiness, whatever that recipe is like for you, how to get there faster, like tomorrow. We will also have an Ask the Universe read, which we will use this deck in the extended, but I will have more instructions for you over there, okay? So click that like button, click the subscribe button, all right? I need to rush out. We do not have time to waste, okay? I have a lot to tap into. I am excited to see what is moving forward for you, but we will wrap this up with a cute little bow. So come on over and join me. I'm gonna link that extended down below in the description box, and I'm gonna see you guys over there.